everybody to Turkey Mountain in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm super excited to be here today for the grand opening of the Rockyard Bike Park. Progressive Trail Design has been working here for the past 5 years. And the final project was the Rockyard Bike Park, and it's the cherry on top of it. This bike park is super unique. It has 5 jump lines starting at blue difficulty all the way up to double black. So these lines are for experienced riders only because they'll have 3 mandatory drops and a whooping 40 feet gap jump at the bottom of some of these lines. There's plenty of other options. If your skills level is not ready to hit this park yet, you can head over to the mountain where they have an additional 20 miles of trails plus some really sweet downhill lines. Progressive Trail Design has just landed in the Oz helicopter. They cut the ribbon and we're ready to show you guys what this Rockyard Bike Park is all about so you can come and check it out yourself. The Rockyard Bike Park has 2 hubs. I'm standing on the blue hub right now and behind me is David Flowy. This is the first trail that we're going to show you guys, and as the name says it, it has a lot of flow, rollers, really nice berms, and perfect for you to start your warm-up lap on. And then over here, we're moving over to Steezy Nicks. And as this name says, this is time to get your steez on. So a little bit more speed, bigger tabletops, and just a really fun trail to get really familiar with this park. Right now, I'm standing on the black hub, and behind me is Shreddy Van Halen. This is a black jump line. Super fun, more speed, bigger jumps, more air time. And when you're done with that trail, head over to Janice Dropland. And this is a double black diamond trail. So for the pro rider, immediately it drops in with a drop, then we have another drop after that, and then we hit some big jumps at the bottom. The same is for Jimi Hendrix over here. This is also double black diamond trail, and I can tell you the jumps at the bottom are big. Here with Jason Stouter from Progressive Trail Design. Jason, you guys did a fantastic job here at the Rockyard Bike Park. Could you tell me a little bit more about how you guys started here and came to this development?
The vision for the Rockyard, it took a lot of different iterations, and it was kind of an afterthought for a little bit. Up the hill here at Turkey Mountain, we did a whole revamp of the trails. It's about 20-ish miles of new trails, some downhill, some cross country. And this was phase 5, to just put it into perspective. And then one day River Parks reached out and said, hey, if we had some money, would you guys be able to get started on this? And we said, absolutely. And so we started to take this vision. On 71st Street here, there was a new construction project that the city just dumped all these rocks. They came out in these shapes. They weren't cut that way, picked up, dropped here, and they sat here for 20 or 30 years. I don't know the exact date or timeline. That said, we have just been able to take them all. We had a huge excavator, stacked them up, try to make it look like a river fort, we're right here on the Arkansas River.
And then I would love to talk a little bit about the progression of the park. We started at blue trails, difficulty. I wrote some of them and it flows so nicely. It's amazing. And you guys went up to 2 double black trails as well. So can you explain to the people a little bit what the thought process behind that was and pushing the progression of the sport too? Yeah,
for sure. So that's one thing we see lacking in so many places is that you have a lot for beginners, but then once you kind of hit a certain level, there's nothing else, right? And then how do you do that? So here at Turkey Mountain, there's places like the Bomb Cellar just up the hill here, perfect place for beginners. Starts very green, goes up to a blue trail. You get up on the top of the hill, you have a blue and a black trail. But this was, the people here, the riders here in Tulsa said, we want gaps. We want 30, 40-foot gaps.
Nice.
So the park district was like, yes, we do too. We will give you that if Progressive says we can do that. So we all talked through a lot of different things and said, okay, we're gonna start here with blue, and then we're gonna end with these 2 pro lines over here.
Yeah.
And they're big. I mean, they're 40-foot plus gaps. One line's more moto Sendy jumps and the other one's more, bike slope style, real trick style stuff.
I think what is really cool about that too is that there is something for the upcoming riders, the youth, for progression. You know, imagine growing up in a place like Tulsa. You know, you can also get very familiar with mountain biking right here on Turkey Mountain, and then you come here and you can really progress and push yourself on your skills and on the jumping skills. Can you tell a little bit more about the surfacing on top of the trail?
Yeah, so we decided out here with the Parks District and kind of through some different research, we wanted something that was a little more sustainable, something that wasn't going to erode the trails quite as quickly. Bike parks need maintenance, and that's just a fact, period, no matter what.
Yeah.
It needs maintenance. So the idea is we used a product called Trail Armor, and Trail Armor is essentially a marine grade carpeting, and you lay it out, you shingle it through the berms, so it actually keeps water from getting on the trail itself. So the idea is to prolong the lips, the landings, and the berms especially. This is our first time using it. We're very excited about to see how this will wear and how it will go. Jared's place has done quite a bit.
Yep.
That's the guys that sell the Trail Armor. So I think it's going to be a really cool thing. I just want to, give it a good try. And, the Parks District was anything we can do to help reduce the maintenance without having to pave everything.
Exactly.
We don't want everything paved.
When I rolled up, I was pretty excited when I saw. I was calling it the magic carpet.
Yeah, for sure. We've been calling it that too. So.
Because I had never ridden on it before. This is the first time I could finally try it. I've seen it online, and actually it rides really nice. You maintain good speed, and it's easy to still read the trail, read the lips. And I think too, maintenance is such a big part of such a unique place. What an amazing place the Rockyard Bike Park here in Tulsa is. I had a blast riding all day, doing laps on all these different jump lines. If you're in the area, make sure to come and check this place out. It has something for everybody, either here at the Rockyard or over at Turkey Mountain. So much riding, so much different trails, and definitely make sure to come and check it out. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, make sure to drop them in the comment box below, and I hope to see you guys out on the trails soon.